Okay, good. All right. Here we go again. This is class number 3. So from last class, how do you feel about the candlesticks?
Good. I feel like I have a lot better understanding of them and their highs, their lows, what the wick means, all of that
Mhm,
stuff. So
mhm.
good.
Okay. So I'm going to ask you to see what you remember. If it's a green candle, and where does the price close? Does it close from the top or does it close the bottom?
Top, but like the top of the solid
The
line. Yeah.
body, right?
Yeah. The body. Yeah.
What
Mhm.
about a red candle?
It
Where does it
closes at
close?
the bottom.
Yeah, it's good. All right, that's all I needed to know.
Um, and
That's
that
all
one's
I,
bearish and the green is bullish.
there we go. Yes. Yes, because the green closes up because price
Price
is what?
went
Pushed
up.
up. Yeah.
Yeah.
And the red one pushes down because the price
Yes.
pushed down.
And
It's
sometimes you can trade on puts, kind of like
yes.
preying on somebody's downfall.
Yeah.
That's
Yeah.
what I called it. I was like, puts are like preying on somebody's downfall.
Yeah. Okay, so now that you understand candlesticks, we're gonna merge into understanding time frames.
Okay.
Okay, so obviously a candlestick time period is called a time frame. Okay, it
Mhm.
tells you how much time each candle represents. Higher time frames show the bigger picture.
Mhm.
Okay, the lower time frames show more detail. Both are important. It depends on your strategy. And this here, when I learned this here, I didn't learn this until probably like maybe 2, 3 years in
Oh, dang.
the top-down analysis. And it shifted my trading like 10x.
Oh,
Understanding
amazing.
this. Yeah, because when I learned to trade, I only knew the small time frames.
Hmm.
I had no idea about the big time frames. So this right here is going to be very crucial to your trading, at least for my style, because I always want to see what the big picture is doing before I enter day trading or scalping in the small pictures.
Got
Okay,
it.
so putting it all together, how to analyze that from top to bottom is going to be very important. Almost, I do it all the time, almost
Mhm.
every single day. I want to look at the big picture and then go to the small picture.
Got it.
Okay, so here's an example. Can you see my cursor?
Yes.
Okay, so this is the monthly. It says here monthly, 1 month. So each candle movement here is 1 month. So how many months is this?
6.
Hmm? The next one over with the same move, it's pretend this is the same ticker. Let's pretend this is SPY. Okay. This is
Hmm.
SPY in the monthly. Okay. So this is the move that you could see 7 months. Would you say that's kind of bullish?
Yeah, because there's more green and it went up. It
Right.
ended up up.
Yeah, exactly. So the first 2 months were, you could say, kind of bearish.
Hmm.
Third month, we started going, you could see the candles, how the body here, right? You see
Yeah.
how price pushed up,
Hmm.
but kind of closed right where the other wick is,
Hmm.
previous month high.
Hmm.
And then this month, can you see
Shot
how
up.
the body is fuller too?
Yeah.
So it's showing that buyers are becoming dominating. They're dominating.
Got it.
The fuller the body, whether it's green or red, that's
Hmm.
where you see more there, whether bulls or bears are dominating.
Got it.
In this
Okay.
case, it just kept getting right.
Hmm.
Now, same ticker, say SPY. Now we're in the weekly. So each candle represents 1 week.
Got it. So it's kind of like the average. The month is the average of those candles overall.
It's
And then
it's
when
like
you
the
break it
big
down, you're able to see.
Yeah, so what happens is, so look at, and we're going to show some live examples.
Mm-hmm.
So now this is the same move, right? Because it's the same ticker.
Yeah,
The only thing that changes is the time frame.
got it.
So
Okay.
now you see more candles. You see three, four, 7 candles. How many do we have here, right?
Yeah.
Four, five,
Oh,
6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12.
mm-hmm.
Because how many? So that means there's 12 weeks in
Mm-hmm.
7 months. Because
Okay.
it's 7 months. So this is 12 weeks. So now we're seeing what's happening within the month.
Got it. Okay.
Okay. So if you see the first candle, the red one, that was 4 weeks, right? Because it's 1 month.
Mm-hmm.
So if you see what happened, one, two, three, four. Price went down for 4 weeks.
Got it.
That's this one candle here.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. And then obviously we bounced and we pushed up. And then
Cool.
now we go to the daily time frame.
Mm-hmm.
It's the same spine, but now each candle is going, it represents, if we're in the daily, each candle represents what?
Yeah, one day, like
Yes,
what happened in the market that day.
exactly. So this day was this one right here. But
Mm-hmm.
so now we're going to have more candles because we're looking at a daily versus a weekly versus a monthly.
Okay.
Okay. Now we're going to go into the 4 hour time frame. Now we're going to see way more candles because now we're watching the time frame of each 4 hours. So now we're
Mhm.
going to see more movement. So as we keep going down into the hourly time frame,
You'll
the
see more,
15-minute, yes, we're going to see more and more candles and we're going to see more up and down.
more movement.
Way more movement. Because
Okay.
if we look at the monthly
Mm-hmm.
three, like if you just see it like that, it's just like, oh, we're just going up and up and
Up
up,
and up and up. But
right?
really, there's so much happens in between all of those.
Yes, and inside
Mhm.
those months, because it's a whole 4 weeks and then days and then hours and so forth. So, but within those months, even though we were going up and up and up, there were still um moments we had read like some pullbacks, we call them pullbacks, retracements, whatever. We still
Yeah.
had red candles. We still get red candles,
Mm-hmm.
even though, but if you see the monthly that it looks so bullish, even if you get red candles under smaller time frames, they're not going to spook you or
Mm-hmm.
fake you out because you could tell that in the monthly time frame we're so bullish.
Yeah, and they're gonna go up anyway.
Yes, exactly. And that's
Yeah.
why I tell people why it's so key. Sometimes people are like, oh, I don't need to look at the bigger picture because I'm a scalper, I'm a day trader. And, oh, yes, it
The
would at
bigger picture
least,
matters.
it would, in my opinion, or what it did for me, it increased my probabilities to a
Okay.
higher probabilities because now I had a better sentiment because I would look at the big picture.
Got it. Got it. So what
Okay.
do you, when you kind of study the market, what time frame do you look at?
I look at every time frame.
Every time frame.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah.
Just to
But
kind of see pattern. Like, well, I
right.
guess not pattern, but like, well, I guess, yeah, you look for kind of like a
It's
pattern
it's
over
it's
time.
it's not exactly a pattern. I just want to see always I want to see who's dominating. I want to see are the bulls dominating or are the
Hmm.
bears dominating, right? And depends on the entry and setup. But
Yeah.
so if you see down here, it says swing traders.
Yes.
So if I think everybody should learn how to scalp, day trade, and swing trade. So swing trading, you're gonna look only at the bigger picture, depending also um, how much time you're giving yourself to for the stock or what the ETF to get to the certain price.
Hmm.
But mainly you're gonna look at the bigger pictures. Like for me, when I'm gonna take in a swing, I'm looking more like at the weekly and the monthly, and then I use the daily or 4 hour for my entries. Okay,
Got
that's for
it.
swing
Okay.
trading. Day
Because that
trading.
happens over time. Like you're swinging
Yes,
over a couple days.
exact. Well,
Okay.
yeah, that's how one of the biggest trades was last year because I bought in when the tariffs happened
Mm-hmm.
and the market it literally crashed for like a month because the percentage was about 18%. That's
Yeah.
like that's crashing territory.
Yeah.
So,
But that's
but
when you buy in, right? Because
well,
it's
that
low.
yeah, I mean, yeah. And then I bought option contracts with an expiration, and that was April, May, with an expiration of January of this year that just passed,
Oh,
right?
wow. So it
So
was in
I
what month last year that you started?
no the what?
Sorry, what month did you start when the tariffs
What
hit?
from last year, talking about 2025.
Yeah,
The
yeah.
dump was in April.
Oh, okay, okay.
Yeah, April. So I took advantage of that, but I bought myself contracts, option contracts, and you'll learn more about that. Giving myself to all the way to January. So literally June, July, August, September, October, November, December. So I gave myself pretty much 9 months for the market to recover. I didn't think it was going to recover that fast.
Wow.
Like, you know what I mean?
That's
So
amazing.
I was like, oh, this is a good, all I know is it was in a good demand zone. It was a big dump. So I'm like,
Mm-hmm.
I'm going all in here.
Yeah, heck
So,
yeah.
and that was, yeah, I got over 1,000%, So
Damn, that's great.
anyway, but yeah, swing trading. Okay. We look
Okay,
at the bigger time frames. Day
got it.
trading, we go ahead and find entries more on the smaller time frames, which is like the
Mhm.
4 hour, 1 hour, 15, and 5 minutes. But we've already glanced at the monthly and weekly just to see, like I said, I like to see who's dominating. Are the Bears dominating or the Bulls?
Mhm.
So they trade 4 hours is a really 4 hours to 15 minutes, the good time frames, and then
Yeah.
scalping. We're gonna then these are the ones that the quick you've seen on Discord, the quick, 5 minute trades. We're just
Mhm.
gonna look at the smaller ones, which is like we looked at everything else,
Mhm.
and then but we're gonna find our entries in the 5 minute or the 1 minute.
Got it. Okay. And
Okay.
that's just to kind of make a quick buck is what people kind of
Yes,
do
to me,
without any risk.
I call those the cash flow
Hmm.
because you're just making a quick buck, you know,
Yeah.
so now they're considered to be the riskiest
Hmm.
because you're using the 1 minute and 5 minute, and those just go up and down, up and down, up and down. You'll once you start looking at the market, you'll see what I'm talking about.
Yeah. Yeah.
So,
It kind of like tugs at your heart a little bit. You're like, when
well,
do
yeah,
I jump
because
out?
yeah, 1 minute can make a difference.
Yeah.
In one
Yeah.
minute. So this is why it's very important when you are scalping is to identify high probability entries
Got it.
because
Okay.
you don't like it's inevitable that you might not have a red day. Okay. It's just not a thing, right? Especially if you're doing the 1 minute. So
Yeah.
what you want to increase is your probabilities that even if a 1 minute candle goes a little bit against you, is not that much because your entry is a really good high probability entry. So, but if it goes your way, you're gonna make a good chunk of money.
Yeah.
You
Yeah. Very
yeah.
true. Okay.
So
That
this
makes sense.
here, and if you look at here on the bottom,
Hmm.
swing trading says focus, big picture, patience, quality setups.
Yeah. Like how you did. Like you found a very
Yes,
big demand
exact.
zone. You sat
Yeah.
on it. You let it recover. Well, you knew it was going to go up, obviously.
I
Like
knew
when it
it's the
crashed,
S&P 500.
you're
It
gonna,
was
yeah,
five.
you're gonna, even
Yeah.
if it didn't jump up as big as it did or didn't recover as fast as it did, it was going to recover eventually.
Yes. That's
Okay.
what I did in ETF, like SPY,
Yeah.
because I already know this thing is going to recover
Yeah.
like
Of course, it always does,
100%.
you know?
Like, yes, we've seen it. I've shown that's why I like to show the 20-year time data because from 2008 crash to
Hmm.
COVID crash to we just hit a damn all-time high today.
Yeah. Yeah.
It's just
I know. I saw that. I was like, Roxy, let's
yeah, no,
get in. It's so
yeah.
good.
So Day traders focus on intraday moves, timing, and execution. That's going to be
Mhm.
very crucial when trading options.
Okay.
And then scalpers, we focus on speed, precision, and small movements.
Okay.
Okay. So remember, there's no best time frame. The best time frame is the one that fits your strategy, personality, and schedule. So this is going to be very key, and this is what definitely we're going to work on a lot.
Hmm.
It's even though the 1 minute or the 5 minute could create cash flow, some people can't stand the 1 minute. It's too much for you. Like, and that's okay. That
I
means
almost feel
that,
like you almost want to let it play out. I guess it could be safer to let it play out because even if it dips, it's going to go back up eventually, you know?
well, it's see, so it all depends because you have time decay on options. So this is why that's going to be a whole new topic. We can't just rely on, oh, it's going to go up eventually because your premiums, you can lose your money really quick like that. So strategy is gonna be very important. Like I
Okay.
said, personality and then schedule, you know? Okay. Any questions so far?
No, this is all good. Thank you.
Okay. So hard time frames, what to look for. Like I mentioned, the reason why I like to look at the monthly or weekly, like you just saw, I want to see what the trend is doing,
Yeah.
right? So these are all pretty much like, let's say, I don't know, let's just say this is Tesla.
Yeah.
You know, if you see the upper movements here on the weekly time frames, they look smoother, right? So what creates a trend is when think of it like a peak of the mountain.
Hmm.
It's created a new peak, a new mountain, a new high every single time, and then
Yeah.
it's created a new lower high. Okay.
Got it.
Okay.
Where it
And
just
then
keeps going up and up and up and up and up.
yeah, except
Okay.
that you right.
Even the lows are higher than the highs
Exactly,
before.
exactly. So that would
Okay.
like that's what a weekly time frame will look like in a bullish trend.
Okay.
Now, this is what a bullish trend will look like on a daily. So if you notice here for 5 days, we were like
Mhm.
going down. 5 days, even though we're in a bullish trend. So this is going to be these are the days you could take advantage of playing the downside, playing trading puts.
Got it.
But
Okay.
once you get to an area of demand, like you see here, which you're going to learn too,
Yeah.
where buyers are present, they push the price up and 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 you just literally trying to ride the wave.
Okay.
Okay. And then this is what it looks like in the 4 hour. And if you see in the 4 hour, it doesn't look as clean as the big time frame anymore.
Mm-hmm.
See how the 4 hour looks like, oh, wait, now it's downtrending, right?
Mm-hmm.
But it hit a demand zone, so it bounced. And then now we look at it at the 15 minutes, even it looks even more different.
Got it.
Okay, so let's look at a real scenario.
Okay. This used to scare me. Now it excites me.
Ooh. But like,
I used to be like, what the hell? But now I'm like, oh my gosh, wait, look at this move. I
right?
love
So
this
this is why I
move.
tell people, like, I promise that it's really not that complicated. All you really
No,
need to learn, just with the fact that you know how
what the candlestick
candlesticks,
does.
what they represent, and
Yeah,
what they mean. What do you see a lot of?
a lot of
Candlesticks.
green. I'm on a lot of green right now.
Yeah, I'm a whole lot of, yeah, yeah. So you see candlesticks. Now you can understand at least price action. meaning
Yeah.
where price closed, what was the high, what was the low,
Mhm.
you know? Even if I had no lines in the chart, you will be able to identify that now, just with
Wow, what
knowing
is AMD?
it's a chip company. Like NVIDIA, are you familiar with NVIDIA?
No, but everyone talks about it. I need to actually look up all these companies.
Yeah, so they're chip companies, computer chip companies. So
Hmm.
NVIDIA used to be like the top dog in that. Now it
Mhm.
looks like AMD is starting to like
I mean, yeah,
take
look,
over. Yeah,
somebody bought a lot of
NVIDIA
chips.
used to be the top dog. Now it's like AMD is like, whoa.
Yeah, that's crazy. Look at that. That was like a what
Yeah,
was
they
it,
had
a
earnings.
340 to it was almost like $100 jump. It
Yeah,
was.
so they had earnings. If you look at so if you look at these little
Yeah.
bubbles here, so they
The
had earnings, so they beat earnings really well. So
what does that
earnings,
mean?
so remember, the stock market is a composed of companies,
Hmm.
right?
Hmm.
So if you're an investor and my company is public, let's say AMD is my company.
Yeah.
I mean, I would love it to be my company.
You're like one day.
Um, and you have money invested into my company through, the stock market. I, the same way, like you have a business and you get audited and see, how you're doing, right?
Yeah.
Investors want to know how the company is doing, right? So what
Yeah.
they do, we have every quarter, they're called earnings. They need to report their earnings, you
Hmm.
know, have they
Hmm.
done good? Have they done bad? And not only that, but how will they do in the future? So now, great. You're telling me, so they say earnings were good and you guys beat earnings. You guys, numbers were higher than expected.
Hmm.
You beat earnings. You're doing amazing. But now you got to convince me, why should I now keep my money in your company? What are you going to do for the future now?
Got it.
You
Okay.
know, what are you gonna do for the future now? So it's like, all right, cool. I could just pull my money out, right?
Hmm. Hmm.
Or do I, now you got to show me what are you going to do for the future to keep my money in your company. So that's what
Got it.
earnings is. So
And
that's
that's for people who are just buying stock, like stock when they're actually buying actual stock within the company, or
yeah,
no?
yeah,
Okay, okay.
yeah, yeah. But you're like, yeah, you're heavily invested,
Yeah.
heavily to the point where you have voting rights.
Where you like are buying enough stock to give you some equity percentage type thing.
Well, you're no matter how much you buy,
Or like voting rights, I guess is
you
what.
have, yeah, you still get dividends. You get paid for being invested.
Got it.
Okay. You get paid for, but when you're invested like millions,
Hmm.
into the market, into the company, that's when, okay, you're an important investor into my company, right?
Hmm.
But even if you were to even if you had one share of AMD, you're still considered part owner of the company, but you're
Yeah.
not gonna have voting rights.
Yeah.
You know? And the dividends is based on percentages. So that's
Got
when you need to definitely, for the sake of the recording, it's not financial advice, but
Yeah.
um, invest into good companies that,
Mhm.
because they give you dividends, they pay you dividends anyway, anyhow. And if they're shares, they're pretty safe, like in a monthly basis, like put $100 on here or $200 here.
Yeah.
For long term, do it for your kid, your
Yeah.
son.
Wow. Okay. Very good to know.
Yeah. So, all right, time frames. Let's look at the S&P 500.
Okay.
Okay.
How do you know you're looking at the, is it the slash ES?
Yeah, that's the ticker for, and when I say ticker is the symbol. Yeah.
Yeah.
/ES is the S&P 500.
Got it. Okay.
Hmm?
Oh, there's the name right there. Sorry, I didn't see.
No, 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 it's okay.
I was like, I think you're looking at ES. but makes sense.
Yeah.
Oh.
I guess this is how they abbreviate it. Yes.
Yeah, I know. It's so funny.
Yeah, I know. Okay. So we're in the this is where you're gonna go to look at your time frames here on Thinkorswim.
Okay.
Okay. So you could see all the different time frames. I've added a few, but for now, we're looking at the monthly time frame, 10 years data. So this is what how the S&P 500 looks like
Oh,
for 10
dang.
years.
Wow.
Yeah. So now if I zoom in,
Hmm.
bullish, bullish month close of last month.
Dang, that's crazy.
Look at this bullish, bullish, which I feel like I didn't really capitalize this year like I did with the tariffs.
Yeah.
Um, I I was eyeing it, but for some
Mhm.
reason, I was like, might just go lower, and it just didn't.
Yeah.
It's all right, can catch
That's a
tomorrow.
huge bullish. Wow.
Yeah, I was like, wow,
I mean, because like it closed at what is 66?
so I'll give you a little tip here. If you hover
Uh-huh.
over with the pencil and you
Uh-huh.
look at these here, you see these?
Yeah.
Okay. This says a day. The O is for open.
Hmm.
The high is for high of the day. The L is
Oh,
for close.
perfect.
Yeah, I
Oh,
just
so
don't
it has
tell
it
you that at the beginning because I want you to see it on the candle.
and read it on the chart.
Yeah. So the close of last month was, if you see where it says C, it was 7,246.
Okay.
That was the close of last month. Now, what I
Dang.
want you to see is what I'm going to do is, hold on, let me save this
Okay.
really quick. I'm going to clear my drawing set. Okay. So now you can see the candlesticks without any lines or anything like that. Okay.
Hmm.
Now, what I want you to see is the top-down analysis of real life. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to create like a shadow box in the month of April.
Hmm.
So I'm going to grab the top of it and I'm going to go all the way down right there.
Okay.
Okay. So I grabbed that one candlestick, the monthly candlestick of
Hmm.
April. Now I'm going to take it down to the weekly time frame.
Okay.
Do you see the shadow box?
Hmm. That was in that whole month. Wow.
Yeah. So 1, 2, 4,
For 4 weeks, it just was
four
lining
weeks
up.
of
Oh,
just
the whole month of April was just like,
yeah, right, right.
what
But
happened? You
well,
know me,
what's
I'm always
happening
like, what
is
happened?
despite of a lot of things that are not that are, the wars and stuff, what's
Hmm.
happening is a lot of good companies are beating earnings are like a lot like Microsoft, not Microsoft, AMD, Nvidia, they're just we're like the companies are just become they're beating earnings and they're just
I'm doing really
evolving
well.
and yes, pretty much.
Hmm.
So remember, these are the top 500 companies, and if all
Hmm.
of a lot of the most of the companies are doing well, then
That's
the
gonna go.
market is going to do well,
Hmm.
despite
It
of
like
what's
sets the
happening,
tone.
despite of inflation, despite of whatever's happening.
Hmm.
So,
Well, it's like opportunity zones. I feel like everybody finds opportunity zones when, there's always going to be
well,
things
yeah.
happening and you got to find the opportunity within
And one
that.
of the things, in my opinion, this is just my opinion, is because of AI.
Yeah,
Hmm.
that's true.
Everything AMD partnered up with an AI company. NVIDIA has been Tesla partner up with AI company too. So it's AI, yeah,
Is
revolution there.
SpaceX on a plan to go public?
I don't know.
I saw something. I'll send it to you after.
Yeah.
Sorry, I don't want to.
No, no, it's okay. So what I want you to see is if you saw that one monthly candle, what does that
Hmm.
tell you? Bullish, right?
Hmm.
Are you still bullish looking at the weekly,
Yes.
right? All you see is all green candles. Now let's take it down to the daily.
Dang, even the daily. That's crazy.
It's just this is why I wanted to do the shadow box.
So that you can see like what
The-
that one thing played
yes,
out to
and
be.
that's a
Okay.
top-down analysis. You have no idea how this is going to shorten your learning curve,
Okay.
knowing this in itself. So
Okay.
yes. Now
How
you
did you do
see,
the shadow box again? It was like a right click.
so it was in the drawings,
Oh, drawings. Okay.
drawing tools,
And then
and
the box.
rectangle.
Okay. Got it.
And then now let's take it down to the 4 hour. Now you could see more red candles in there, right?
Yeah. But still on an uptrend.
Exactly. Exactly. You're still uptrending.
Hmm.
Now let's go to the 1 hour. Hold on.
Sorry, my dog.
No, I didn't hear. Here's the 1 hour. Now you see more like look right here, it was consolidating, broke out,
Hmm.
kind of
Wow,
side.
that was a big jump right there. What day
Yeah.
was that? On
And
the
but then
7th?
look, we had a down day, a down
Uh-huh.
gap down, but then we went right back up.
What is that gap? That big gap?
So what happens is these gaps are created when there's a sudden jump.
Like
So
either down or up?
yes, either down or up. It
Okay.
could be so many reasons. It could be a war or news reason. It could be some company had a really strong earnings and it just like companies like Apple, Nvidia,
Hmm.
they'll move the market. Like they carry the biggest percentages in the S&P 500.
Oh.
Yeah. So these gaps will happen, and what's happening in there, they're unfilled orders. So eventually these orders need to get filled. So look at right here, another gap down.
Okay, sorry.
No, no worries. So now that this is the 1 hour time frame, but now look at for here, all these days, we were ranging we gap down to go
Hmm.
back up to that same area.
Yeah.
Down, up, down, up. But
That
over
long
here, we're
red.
no longer really uptrending like we were
Hmm.
here, right? We're uptrending only in the smaller picture, right? And now
Yeah.
let's take it to the 15 minute. Now we can't even see it there. Hold on. Guys, it's so much data that I can't even show you everything.
Get in like all, I guess you'd have to like zoom.
It's well, only if I scoot it over. So
Yeah.
this is the 15 minute. Now in the 15 minute, you're gonna see way more. This is what today looked like.
Hmm.
Well, we're still open right now, but you see here now over here we have a lot of
Up and
inconsistency
down.
now,
Yeah.
right? Now, do you
Mhm.
see why the smaller time frames will be like, oh shoot.
Yeah.
But where do you feel more confident? Looking at the monthly, weekly, daily, or the 15-minute, 1 hour.
Definitely the monthly
Right?
daily.
Yes, thank
Yeah.
you. Right.
This is scary. I'm like,
Yeah. Yes, exactly. Exactly.
yeah,
Um, but this is where you pretty much day trade and scalp, and then we'll do the 5 minute. You can even see the other days, but today, this is what today looks like.
drop down. Oh, yeah, big downtrend.
So if you see these volume bars, we
Mm-hmm.
pretty much opened, yeah, like right here. We pushed
Mm-hmm.
up. We created, I mean, no, we didn't create an all-time high. This was the all-time high. Almost. So we failed to create a new all-time high,
Mm-hmm.
but almost we still pushed up, but then we went back
Down
down.
again.
So what I want you to understand it in here is that even though we're in bullish like market right now, we're still going to have down days. So this is where learning how to trade puts to the downside for
Yeah.
scalping and day trading is going to be important. You're going to learn how to play the upside or the downside.
Okay. That's perfect.
Yeah, so that is pretty much a top-down analysis.
Very nice.
Let's look at what Tesla looks like. Oh, let's look at AMD. A lot of companies just close so strong. Look at the last month too. Now look
That's
at this month is just going.
up and up and up.
Yeah, now this month hasn't closed. We're barely in what?
We're like 7 days in, a week into the month.
Yeah, May 7th. So we still have a long time for this month to close.
Okay.
Right now, if we look at SPY, look, this is how this monthly looks like right now. Still body small, but a little green.
Yeah.
Then let's look at what Tesla monthly looks like. It's this one right here.
Okay, so they're going back up.
Yeah, we just need to go above
Break that
here. Is there
barrier.
another company you want me to check?
Amazon. Look at that. Never fails me.
Yeah, right now it's the
Amazon I'll
month.
definitely be trading and I order every day.
When I first learned how to, I was learning how to trade. That I paid $1,000 for that course. That's what my instructor was saying. Everything he buys is like he makes sure that he makes the money out of trading that
Yeah.
company. And
Yeah.
then,
No, 100%.
yeah, you want to look at Apple?
Yeah. Oh, they're on and up too.
Mm.
So everything seems, well, I mean, the S&P did a huge jump, so this makes sense.
Well, yeah, because that
They're part of
tells
the
you the
S&P.
overall. Yeah,
Yeah.
exactly.
Yeah.
So that's why when you're day trading, of course, you want to look at the specific tickers. But one of the first things
Uh-huh.
I always look at in the mornings is how does how does price action look on the S&P 500 or the Nasdaq? Because the
Hmm.
Nasdaq carries the tech companies, you know.
Hmm.
I want to see how their daily price action looks,
Hmm.
because that kind of gives me an overall picture first,
Yeah.
and then I go
Then you
into
go
the
by company.
details. Yeah.
That's smart.
So
So,
that is the top-down analysis. Let me see if I have another slide after that one really quick. Okay, so this is pretty much this is what I just showed you on the
okay.
real time, and I'm going to send you these slides too.
Yay. Okay,
And
amazing.
then, yeah, and then
We're
we'll
all
go into
going right. Okay.
more details now that you understand
Yes.
candlesticks, now that you understand the top-down analysis. So
Hmm.
we're going to start putting the puzzle together. That's why I tell people it's like putting puzzles. together.
Okay, that's perfect. And then
Mhm.
tomorrow I'll join the live trading just to see. Monday I'll join the live trading just to see. And then Wednesday I probably will, since now my options are open, maybe by